Hello friends, welcome back. Hearty welcome to you. In this session, we will not only look into the algebraic solution, but we will also see how to graphically represent it on the number line. We have couple of examples to apply those concepts, whatever we have learned. So let's go ahead. We'll just expand this. We have 3 into 1 minus x less than 2 into x plus 4. So I can expand it, and always remember on the left hand side will have x and the right hand side will have constants. So that's a ground rule, so that if you follow one standard, it will be easy for you to solve the problems. So if you expand it, I'll have 3 minus 3x is less than 2x plus 8. First, I will see that I should have only x terms here. That means 3 is not needed here. I have to subtract 3. So I will say I will remove 3. 3 minus 3x minus 3 is less than 2x plus 8 minus 3. Excuse me. 3 and minus 3 will cancel out. You will have minus 3x less than 2x plus 5. Now this 2x is not needed on the right hand side because I should have only constant there. So first I will try to simplify the x terms, then I will divide by whatever the constant needed. Okay, now I have to remove 2x from the right hand side. That means what I should do? I should do 2x plus 5 minus 2x so that I can cancel it out. But if I subtract here, I should also subtract on the other side. Now this is nothing but minus 5x is less than 5. Now I see on both the sides 5. So what I can do is I can divide by 5. So it becomes minus x less than 1. Now you multiply with the negative, you have to switch the sign, so it becomes x greater than minus 1. So the solution will be, it's a real number, so it will be something like starting with minus 1 and going towards infinity. That will be the solution you will have. Now how to represent it on the graph line, on the number line, we will see just now. So let's draw number line first. What I will do for that is, I'll take the white color to represent the number line, and I'll say this is my number line. Okay, and I'm going towards infinity here. I'm going towards infinity here, and this is negative infinity, and in between I have 0. In between I have 0. Let me just remove that. In between I have 0. Okay, that's about it. Now where is our solution? Our solution is x greater than minus 1, and minus 1 is not included. Remember, whenever it is open, I'll write it here. Whenever it is open, whenever it is a open interval or a closed interval, how we denote? If it is a open interval, we just put a circle there. But if it is a closed interval, what we will do is we'll completely fill the circle with the color. That's the difference between the open and closed interval. What's open interval denotes? Open interval denotes that the boundary is not included. Closed interval denotes that the boundary is included. This is a curved bracket and this is a square bracket. I hope you are okay with that. Otherwise you can go through the functions, sets, relations and functions where this is covered in detail. Okay. Now let us see where is our minus infinity. Sorry, where is minus 1? So I have 0, so next to that somewhere I should have minus 1. Okay, right. And coming to the solution, I have to start from greater than minus 1, and it is a open interval, so I will not completely close it, and I can go till infinity. So that is my solution. Now how my solution looks like is minus 1 to infinity. This is the solution I have. and you can see that both of them are open because it's -1 and infinity. Border, or I should say boundaries, not included. -1 and infinity are not included because it's a strict inequality. Now let's go to the next problem. Okay, here we go. We have x by 2 greater than or equal to 5x minus 2 divided by 3 minus of 7x minus 3 by 5. Whenever I look at fractions like this, the first thing I do is always find out the LCM and remove that fractions. So what is the LCM of 2, 3 and 5? LCM of 2, 3, 5 is 2 3s are 6, 6 5s are 30. I cannot have anything less than that, right? Because 15, 2 will not go. 20, 2 and 5 will go, 3 will not go. So it's a 30. Okay, when I multiply by 30, what happens? What I'm going to do, I multiply by 30. Multiplying by 30, what we'll have is, we'll have 30 into x by 2 greater than or equal to 30 by 3 into 5x minus 2 minus 30 by 5 into 7x minus 3. 7x minus 3. Now, if I simplify that, I'll have 2 15 times. So I can go ahead and say 15x greater than or equal to 3 10 times. So can I say 10 into 5x minus 2 minus 5 6 times. So I can say 6 into 7x minus 3. Now we'll expand this and simplify that. So it will become 15x greater than or equal to 10 into 5 is 50, 50x minus 20. Then I'll have minus 6 into 7, that is minus 42x. Then I'll have minus 6 into minus 3, that's nothing but equal to plus 18. Now this is nothing but equal to 15x greater than or equal to 50x minus 42x is 8x minus 20 plus 8 is nothing but equal to minus 2. So now I don't want 8x on the right hand side, so what I have to do, I have to subtract 8x on both the sides. I'll have 8x minus 2 minus 8x, 8x cancels out. I'll have 7x greater than or equal to minus 2, or x greater than or equal to minus 2 by 7. Now how this looks in the number line, x greater than or equal to minus 2 by 7, and we are saying x belongs to R, so all real numbers. Again we'll go back, we'll go to white line saying that's a number line. So that's a number line, and I have the values there. Negative infinity, I have negative infinity, I have infinity, and I have 0 in between. Okay, right. Now where are our values? X greater than or equal to minus 2 by 7. Minus 2 by 7 will be between 0 and 1. So let me just put down 1 also somewhere. So let us say this is 0 and 1. I'll have it, 0 and minus 1. I'll have it minus 2 by 7 is something like minus 0.28. So I'll have somewhere here. And it's an closed interval, the boundary is included, so I can completely close it. It's a closed interval on that side, and you can go till infinity, but infinity is a open interval, so you'll have only open. So that means you will not fill it, just draw the circle. Now this interval between minus 2 by 7 to positive infinity, where minus 2 by 7 is included but infinity is not included, is your graphic solutions. To draw the graphic solution, it's very simple. You'll just go to draw a number line and say minus infinity to infinity, and then afterwards you put down the intervals. Remember that if it's an open interval, you'll just put a circle. If it's a closed interval, you can just close it. You can see here it's a strict inequality. Here it is a lenient inequality. Now what will be the answers, what will be, how it will be if I want to represent it? It will be like, not graphically, algebraically, how will you say? X greater than or equal to minus 2 by 7. So minus 2 by 7 is included. So I can have minus 2 by 7, and I have to go towards infinity. Infinity, where I have infinity not included. So I'll have infinity in curved brackets. So that's the solution of these two linear inequations. So what we have to do is, we have to solve them how you solve linear equations, applying the same rules, only one exception, that whenever you multiply by minus 1, the sign switches, the symbol switches. If it is greater than, it will become less than. If it is less than, it becomes greater than. After that, you want to represent that graphically. What you will do is, you will draw the number line, then you will take your solution set and you will represent your solution set on the number line. If the boundaries are included, then you will have both of them closed. One side is open, one side is closed. Then where on the side where it is closed, you will completely fill the circle, and that is indicating, that's a legend indicating that it's a closed boundary, whereas open means it's an open interval from that side. So that's how you can solve them. We will solve some more examples as part of linear equations in one variables, and how to represent them, graphical representation of solution on number line. See you again in the next session. Thanks for visiting. Bye for now.